You'll explain and demonstrate the test to the client. The client should start barefoot, and they'll bring their right foot up to the red line on the main box. Then they will do 6 practice movements in each direction on each side. Stan's foot will be behind the right line. The client will end up doing 3 trials in the following sequence. Right anterior, there'll be a practice one, and then they'll do 3 trials after the practice. You will write down the score of each one of the 3 trials on your sheet right here. Trial 2, and you will take it at the very farthest point, so that would be 66. Then after the right foot, you'll move to the left foot. You can always tell what foot it is by what foot is planted in the stance leg. As you can see, her left leg is the stance leg. So this is the left anterior. The practice. And for simplicity's sake, we'll just do 1 trial of each of the following remaining sequences. After left anterior is right posterior medial. She'll stand on the box and kick out with her left leg towards the box closest to her left leg. Do 1 practice and 1 trial. In an actual Y-balance test, you'll do 1 practice and 3 trials. We move now to the left posterior medial. So the left leg will be the stance leg, and she'll kick out with her right leg on the box closest to her right leg. As you can see, she kicked it out a little bit with her foot. They cannot do that. Every movement has to be a push and not a kick out. All right. Next movement will be the right posterior lateral. She'll have a right stance leg, and then she'll use her left leg to kick the box closest to her right leg. She'll go across her body here. Okay. Next will be left posterior lateral. Left stance leg, kicking out with her right leg on the box closest to her left leg. Across her body. Once she's done all of the trials, you will measure the right limb length from the distal end of the right ASIS to the right distal end of the medial malleolus. You measure basically from the point on her hip to the medial side of her right ankle, which is about 75 centimeters. You write it down on the right limb length, as well as each trial for the right stance leg and left stance leg in all 3 positions. You'll take the best score from each, which is the highest for both the right and the left. To get your composite score, you'll take the best of the anterior, best of the posterior medial, best of the posterior lateral, and you'll divide that 3 times the limb length as seen here, while also multiplying times 100. And that is the composite score you will get. You'll want to have each score be very similar to kind of see a healthy person with no high chance of injury. A big difference could mean the person is more susceptible to injury or has had injuries in the past.